Hey guys, dear Yoongi here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking about some things in K-pop that I don't like which K-pop stans usually do. Pretty self-explanatory title that I thought would be an interesting concept, kinda a different take on my normal unpopular opinions videos. Yeah, no, all my usual disclaimers apply here too. These are just my opinions, so please don't feel offended if the thing I mentioned disliking is something you do like. There is nothing wrong with liking these things if you do. I'm in no way saying you have to start hating them or anything. And most importantly, this video does not intend to send hate to any artist or individual. Okay, now without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Idols doing aegyo. I'm gonna be honest, when I first got into K-pop, it felt like all I saw was idols doing a whole bunch of aegyo, but not so much anymore. But I'm sure there are still plenty of idols doing it in places I'm just not seeing and in various ways, hence why I'm including it in the video. As a concept, I get why idols have to do aegyo. It's a form of fan service and can help them appeal to perhaps a wider audience if being cute isn't usually their thing. But oh my gosh guys, I really hate it. Even in the earlier days when I was a young baby K-pop stan myself, it always made me cringe back then and still does now. I just can't find it cute at all. Even more so when there seems to be a number of idols who have expressed their disliking for aegyo yet are made to do it anyway. But hey, some people must enjoy it or else idols wouldn't have to do it. But either way, I do not see the appeal at all. It also makes me consider the cultural difference because it's just not a thing here in the West. Could you imagine turning on your TV and seeing Ed Sheeran doing the Nikoni? I personally don't need to see it, thank you and good night lol. Number 2. Survival shows to create project groups. From them anyway. Perhaps if the final groups were then actually made permanent and given more than just a mere 2 years to shine, then maybe I wouldn't have so much of an issue with it. But I don't know guys. To me it just feels like a lot of emotional and physical trauma to be left exactly where you started a few years down the line, because only a few of the contestants will genuinely go on to have a successful career. And please do not get me started on the emotional torment behind all the alleged riggings that, let's face it, we all know aren't alleged. I'm fully confident that most if not all of these shows are rigged because these production companies know in the beginning the end product that they want. They just want to get some TV ratings along the way. I understand that some stans absolutely swear by the produced shows, for example, and if that's what you're into then I completely get it. But for me, I'm not a fan of the ordeal of getting really into a group and loving and supporting them when even in the beginning I know it's not going to last. It doesn't feel fair for anybody involved. The contestants, the teams who work with them who are also likely left high and dry after they are needed, etc. Don't get me wrong, I know the industry can be tough, but K-pop's thing for survival shows is honestly something else to me. Number 3. Adult ceremony. Coming of age ceremony, also known as adult ceremony, is a song by Korean soloist Park Ji-yoon, is basically about wanting a man to want you to and give you all of his love, etc. Mainly focusing around the idea that she is no longer a child and wants him to treat her like a woman now. It became a bit of a tradition for some time where as soon as your faves, predominantly female idols lol go figure, turned of legal age in Korea, they would perform a cover of this song, often in the specific styles of outfits Ji-yoon wore, more choreography added and so on. Guys, please tell me it's not just me who has read a bit further into this and finds it weird. This basically fits in with the idea that as soon as minor-aged idols turn legal adult age, then the public can immediately begin sexualizing them. We all know exactly what this song is saying, and companies know exactly what they are doing when they have popular young female idols dress in that long skirt with a huge side slit and have them rolling around the floor doing a provocative choreography. It actually makes me uncomfortable to see, and I don't understand how this is a thing that has been so normalized by the industry and by fans. As a lot of idols debut young, we do get to see them in that period of their life where they are young teenagers, and of course it's only natural that they will grow up, but to have them perform the coming of age ceremony as soon as they turn of legal age, as if almost celebrating the fact that it's publicly okay to sexualize them now, just does not sit right with me at all. I don't know how the idols feel about doing it themselves either, which I also hate. I'm sure there'll be some who were excited to do it, but what about those who know they have no choice? Because I'm pretty certain it would be extremely nerve-wracking to put yourself out there like that. Number 4. Giving overly cutesy concepts to adults. I know I'm going to sound like somebody who is ridiculously difficult to please now, but honestly what I think I'm asking for the most is for companies to remember to stay age appropriate. Too often the boundaries get blurred and that's where things can become dangerous. As I have mentioned in a video in the past, K-pop is not just strictly for one age group and everybody has the right to vibe with it if they want to, which luckily is possible because there is something out there for everybody. Groups such as NCT Dream and Astro debuting with younger concepts and then changing them up when that no longer suits the idols I get. Although you don't have to then immediately throw them into a life of being sexualized, lol, see my previous point. But what I simply just cannot understand or vibe with is companies giving fully mature adult idols childlike overtly cutesy concepts after they are already promoting a more age appropriate sound as adults. Again, it's just creepy. These overly childlike concepts being given to fully grown ass adults is strange and belittling to the point where, not gonna lie guys, it low-key crosses into the boundaries of fetishization. There are younger idol groups out there whose entire concept is childlike because they themselves, well, are still children. I really don't get it. Well, I do. But that frustrates me too. Because companies are only concerned with where the money is at that time and do not think of the implications of this. I don't feel like I'm articulating this as well as I could because I could rant about this all day, but then the video would be far too long, and I feel like the infantilization of idols is something that people only briefly touch upon but never fully explore as a major issue. So please let me know if you'd like me to do a bit of a deep dive video into that someday because I so will. Number 5. Knowing brothers.
그러면 좋은 거는 뭐야? 해가 뚱뚱해가지고.
뭐겠니? 뭐겠니? 뭐겠니?
Let's end on a slightly more light-hearted one because I'm aware that the last few points have all touched on serious topics. Although we could talk about what the deal is with this show having fully adult men and their guests dress in school uniforms. But maybe that's a conversation for another time. I was originally going to talk about Donnie and Carney here instead because I thought Weekly Idol as a show was a great principle. They are just not. But I know a lot of people aren't keen on them either. Whereas Knowing Brothers I think a lot of people like. I however, do not. I've just never found it funny or entertaining, and not gonna lie, I'm not really a fan of any of the hosts, but of course this is just my opinion. I downloaded a few episodes from Netflix one time featuring groups I like to watch on a flight, and I'm gonna be honest, I fell asleep. It's just not my cup of tea, and a lot of the content of the show and the way they speak with guests sometimes, it does make me cringe. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Sorry I only got through 5 but I didn't want to make this video too long. I have some more, so let me know if you want a part 2 as well as your thoughts on the points I mentioned. Thank you so much for watching if you got this far, and please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. As always, my Twitter username will be on screen, so please feel free to give that a follow and come say hi if you want to be friends. I always follow back fellow K-pop stans. Okay, and that's everything for this video. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.